What's up, guys? It's Mitch here with a lighter video. This is actually my first video, so we will see how this goes. It looks like this needs to be propped up some more. So let's just see if we can't prop yours up a little bit more. Alright. So basically, this is a lighter, correct? So we're going to take out the insert. This is one that I'm going to fix just for like a little, I don't know, just kind of tutorial on how to change the wick. So on this lighter, you'll be able to see, let's see if we can't get you guys a bit higher here. We're just going to like put this here and then just do something like this. Maybe. Is not going as planned. Here. You guys are going to be able to see throughout my messy room. Okay. So this should work semi. Okay. Anyway, this is a lighter. The wick is like very, very short in it. I'm going to change the wick. I have a Zippo wick here. I do have a couple other lighters. One of them is a lighter from Camel, and the other one is also a lighter. This is a genuine Zippo lighter. So as you guys can see, this one is a Zippo. So all these light very nice, as you can see. If I can do this one-handed, as I'm trying to hold you guys up. There you go. And it is lit. So this Zippo lighter I found at a flea market, and it's going well. And then also you have this one, which usually lights instantly. Yeah, there you go. So that one lights instantly, which is really nice. But this one right here, it takes a while to get going, as you can see. And once it gets going, it does this little lappy thing. You see how the flame does that? And that's because the wick has gone bad and that it's too short. So basically we are going to fix that pretty much right now, actually. So yeah, let's get into that. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to unscrew the screw, which I forgot my multi-tool, so let me grab that. Like I said, if your flame is doing that weird lappy thing, you need to probably change it out or pull up the wick and cut it, as it is probably getting a little bit old there. Okay, so basically, you're going to unscrew the screw. Let's see, what's a good size of... There we go. Alright, so I'm getting out just a little bit of a screwdriver here. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew this screw, which should not be very tough, as if it is in there too tight, you could strip the screw, and that would be bad. So go check out Pyro Pyramid. He is my coworker. We are making a business, and we can use all the support that we can get. So here we go. There we go. Alright, so the spring pops out just like this. Okay, so there is your spring. Okay. So now there should be a flint in here. What I do is I put my thumb there and then let it drop out like that. So there's your flint. Okay. So now we need to get that felt pad out. So you're going to take just something that you can kind of get the felt pad with. And there you go. There's the felt pad and there's all the cotton. So this cotton, I believe I filled up to test and see if the lighter's wick was bad or if it was low on fuel. So this could be either really smelly cotton or it could just be kind of dried up. Alright, so there we go. I kind of pulled it all out at once, but the cotton is out of the lighter, as you guys can see. So now there's my wick in the very, very back. Let's see if you guys can see that. There's like a tiny little thing that's my wick. And that's because it's so old, it's so tiny. Now watch this. This is just ridiculous. Look how short this is. Watch. That is the whole wick. Look at how sad that is. So if your wick gets to this length, change it. It's a bad wick. So, alright, so the wheel, everything is still in fine condition. As you guys can see, we got the wick out. And this is basically just an empty lighter at this point. There's nothing else you can really do to dismantle it except for the hinge here, but I'm not going to do that today, as that does not need any attention. So here we go. We're gonna just open up this little. We're gonna open up the wick here. Little envelope. There we go. Alright, so there's our wick. Let's get that out here. Alright. So that is it. This is the entire wick right here. So we got our new wick. This is what your wick should look like in length, not this little dinky piece of thread. What is that? It's like one segment. Anyway, so this thing. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to roll up the tip a little bit so you can fit it in your lighter quite well. I'm gonna do some stuff here. There we go. Alright. So if you hear my phone buzzing, guys, that is because people are texting me. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is now we're gonna take this wick and we're just gonna put it in there. Let me take the go. You always want to go from the inside in. Alright. So there we have it. Our wick is inside the lighter now. You guys can see. It could be that easy for you guys. It could not be. You never know. So now basically you're going to push your lighter up against the edge once you get it all figured out. There we go. And you guys can trim the wick later. So there we go. So that is the inside and this is the outside, what it should look like. So now one part that I learned from the Zippo YouTube channel is that you're supposed to basically like, let's see here, how's the best way to describe this? So you put like a cotton ball in. I need to figure out this wick here first. They're technically called rayon balls, but you know what? We're not using technical terms right now. So now we're going to put one in. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of bend this wick off to the side, as you see. So basically we're going to put that there. I use like the back of like a paintbrush to kind of stuff it down in there. But you guys can really use whatever you want as long as it stuffs it in. And then the next step right here is, there's your cotton, your wick is off to the side now. You're going to pull your wick over and then stuff it down just like that. So just like this. Stuff it down. Alright, so just like this. That's just like that. So now I think I pulled out, yeah, I pulled out two with one pull. So here's another round ball. We're going to need to separate this a little bit in there. Alrighty. So yeah, we're just going to kind of stuff down there. Alright, there we go. Just going to kind of keep going until it's totally stuffed down. And sometimes this could give you a little bit of difficulty. Just keep stuffing it, it'll eventually go down. Alright, so now what we do with this last little bit is we bend it over. Just like this. There we go. And then we put our last piece of rayon ball in there. And then you press it down. Now this last one is probably going to be the hardest to press down, as it is the least cooperative and does not want to cooperate here. So we're just going to kind of push it down in there. Make sure that it's really in there tight. Alright. So here we go. So, alright. Now we're going to fix the wick's position here. So there we go. You want it sort of in the center. Mine needs to go a little bit farther forward. There we go. And then basically, like, this multi-tool has scissors on it, and that's what I'm going to use. But I'm going to trim the wick so that it's just a nice straight wick instead of having all these little threads hanging off the side. And this actually works pretty well and makes the lighter actually light a ton better. so what we're going to do is we're just going to take these scissors real fast and just kind of snip some of the excess off. There we go. And if any of it gets in the chimney, guys, it'll burn up when it comes out. So here we go. We're just going to kind of snip some of this stuff off. That's probably the easiest way I've figured out how to really straighten your wick. Alrighty, so there we go. One more little part here. And you can blow most of like the wick stuff out. So, alright, so there's your little wick there. Alright, so now we're going to put the flint back in. So what helps me is you basically use like pliers or something like that. I got a bunch of tools on this table I use, but basically you're just going to use pliers and you're going to take the flint in the thing right here, and we're going to just put it in there, in that little screw hole. So it is in like this little hole right here. And then basically what I do is I just give this wheel a flick down. It's not going to light it as the flint is adjusting itself, and that is like the whole point of this thing right here, is to get it to where it was already, so it's easier to flick it. Alright, so there we go. So the flint is just like that. And now we're going to put the screw back in the spring. So I need to get that tool back out. Here we go. Once I get this tool back out, this is just a breeze from here. We just need to fill her up and see if it'll work. So we're just gonna do this. Also, lighter fluid does evaporate. So if you just filled it up, everything, and your lighter still isn't working, it could be because the lighter fluid has evaporated and doesn't really work that well anymore. So yeah, basically we're just gonna screw this in all the way. There we go. Alright, so that's screwed in all the way. Should give us a spark. Oh, look at there. It lit. So now what we need to do is we need to put some lighter fluid in it, so that is more able to light here. So basically we're just going to get our lighter fluid here, and we're going to do this and get that nozzle out of there. There we go. Alright, so we're going to fill it up with our lighter fluid. And a good 5 seconds, a little bit longer, it's probably good. And then you're just going to kind of wait for it to kind of just do that. Kind of wait a little bit. Alright, so now that the fuel has probably gone down there, we're going to fill it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can kind of see, the cotton gets a little bit wet at the end when you are not, yeah. One thing I did forget to put on was the felt pad. Mine is stretched out enough, though, that I can actually just put it over the screw. So, yeah, like, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so there we go. We're gonna let that soak into the wick here a little bit. But yeah, if you guys see just Pyro Pyramid, just give him a shout out. He is a very good YouTuber. So we're just gonna, okay. So now we're going to put our insert back into our case here, and this is probably gonna be close to the end of the video here. So here we go. And sparks. So we'll wait for it to get going a little bit. Once it get going there, should do pretty good. Yeah, you might also need to like readjust your wick. So we're just gonna do that right now. See if that needs to be adjusted. Alrighty, I'm gonna do some adjustments here. There we go. We're going to light it again. And it should burn pretty bright. As it is a new wick, it will probably do that little lappy thing a little bit. But, yeah, that is how you replace a wick in a Zippo lighter. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and that was probably the end of this video. As I don't want to get these too long. There you have it. It's burning a little bit smoother now. Zippo lighter. There you go. That is how you replace a wick in a Zippo. This isn't a Zippo brand lighter, but it sure does its job. So, yeah, that is my first video on how to replace a wick in a lighter. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also actually have one more thing to show you guys. So, I am learning how to Dremel and engrave logos. So, this is our logo, Pyro Pyramid's logo, right here. What do you guys think of it? You think it's good? It's bad? Either way, it still looks cool. So, yep, that will probably be it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.